Story 1: The Harvested Haunting. In the remote village of Blackwood, nestled deep within the British countryside, a forgotten ritual whispered through generations of families. They spoke of a method to ensure a year of safety, one that transcended the limits of mere luck. The locals hushed about this ritual, knowing it straddled the line between sinister and salvation. Evelyn, a woman plagued by illness and financial woes, decided to undertake the ritual. With desperation in her heart, she procured an old farmhouse surrounded by sprawling fields of barley. Her plan was to secure her future and find relief from her afflictions. On a moonless night, she ventured outside, clutching a single candle and a crucifix. As the darkness thickened, she whispered 7 times, "But who will scare the crows away?" Her breath hung heavy in the night air, and suddenly a voice emerged from behind her. "That's not your biggest problem." She turned, a shiver coursing down her spine, and hurried back to her house. The ritual commenced. Doors flung open and cupboards spilled their contents. She clutched her crucifix and closed herself within the safety of her chosen room. Armed with a watch and her resolve, she faced the challenge ahead. But this was not a simple task of closing doors. Her kitchen cabinets yawned wide, and her bedroom wardrobe burst open, spewing clothes like a tempest. As she moved through the darkness, she caught glimpses of a shadowy figure out of the corner of her eye. The man, dressed in rustic attire, moved beside her like a silent observer. The ash-gray hue of his skin and the weight of his gaze weighed on her, but she dared not make direct eye contact. He served as a sentinel, marking her progress. Evelyn's heart raced as she navigated her home, but her dread deepened when she caught sight of her backyard. A scarecrow, its body a twisted fusion of human and beast, stood sentinel over the fields. Its head, a cow's skull, bore into her with empty sockets. A sickening realization struck her. The true test was not just within the house. As the clock ticked away, Evelyn raced against time. Closing doors and containers seemed an insurmountable task, and the man's presence only intensified her anxiety. Yet she forged on, determined to seize the coveted safety the ritual promised. With minutes remaining, Evelyn stood in her bedroom. Every container in her house was sealed, the ritual nearly complete. She lay down, her heart pounding as the seconds ticked away. Just as the clock's hands aligned with midnight, a wave of relief washed over her. She had done it. In the following year, Evelyn's ailments miraculously improved. Her financial burdens lifted, and the village marveled at her newfound fortune. She invested wisely and transformed her life. However, with the passing of each day, the memory of the ritual faded and doubts crept in. Was it a blessing or a curse that had saved her? Story 2: Echoes of the Harvest. Within the ancient village of Eldershade, where legends and secrets mingled like mist, a peculiar ritual persisted across generations. The ritual, steeped in enigma and danger, promised protection for a year, physical, fiscal, or mental, depending on the ritual's execution. Amelia, a curious spirit in pursuit of escape from mundane woes, set her sights on this mystic rite. Amelia's heart ached for solace. Her world marred by troubles that seemed insurmountable. She acquired an old cottage, tucked away in a rural expanse, dotted with crop fields. With a candle's glow and a crucifix's reassurance, she embarked on a night that would change her destiny. The sun dipped beyond the horizon, casting shadows that danced like specters. Amelia ventured outside, the chill of the air sending shivers down her spine. She repeated the incantation 7 times, her voice merging with the whispering breeze. Behind her, an unseen presence echoed, "That's not your biggest problem." She hastened inside, heart pounding, and sealed herself within her chosen room. As the ritual unfolded, the house transformed into a cacophony of creaking doors and rustling cupboards. Amelia clutched her crucifix, the weight of the task bearing down on her. Her home seemed to swell with life, each nook and cranny a gateway to uncertainty. Armed with her watch, she ventured forth, her heart racing like a drumbeat. Beside her, a man of ashen pallor lurked, eyes unwavering. His purpose was to observe, to guide the precarious dance between safety and peril. Amelia kept her gaze averted, the man's presence a constant reminder of the stakes. Yet as the minutes waned, a sense of unease gripped her, the backyard beckoned, and against her better judgment she stole a glance. A scarecrow stood, a grotesque amalgamation of human and beast, its head a cow's skull. Amelia's heart raced, knowing the challenge extended beyond the walls. Her pace quickened, an adrenaline-fueled frenzy overtaking her. Time seemed to stretch and warp as she closed doors and secured containers. Each step was a battle against her own forgetfulness, the man's silent vigil propelling her forward. With moments to spare, Amelia stood in her living room, panting and disheveled. Her heart pounded in her ears as the clock's hands aligned with midnight. The house fell silent, and she realized she had achieved the impossible. The ritual was complete. In the ensuing year, Amelia's life transformed. Her ailments diminished, her finances flourished, and her mind found serenity. Eldershade whispered of her fortune, a living testament to the ritual's efficacy. Yet, as the year waned, doubts emerged. The boundaries between safety and recklessness blurred, and Amelia grappled with the price of her newfound security. The ritual's shadow loomed, a reminder that power, even when earned, can come at a cost.